What's good to YouTube? Back in here with another video. Um, if you wanna follow on the gram, it's the exact same name as the channel. On Twitch, the name is Gangsta Godzilla. 1K. I'll be streaming over there, and I'm gonna get into the video. For this one, it's like it's a lot. Like, no, it's just be going on. You just gotta move forward. It's just the path that I'm taking, man. Things get hard after, that's just character development. Using things for the better, things around that nature. But it's crazy how, like, a lot of us don't really realize it. But a lot of the things that, a lot of the things are like the traits that we end up, developing, stems all the way from like when we was like 2, 3, like during the time when we was like most vulnerable. It would be the most crucial time where you begin to understand things, and literally it's the foundation. There's a lot of people whose foundation has just been crazy. Like some people just unlucky, man. But hopefully, them quote unquote unlucky people, they develop some optimism. Because you gotta turn that situation around. Always strive for better. That's the goal. It's like the natural goal. Like, when you got young upbringing to really make or break a person. And yeah, that most definitely has some resolution with the concept of Trump. Trump, it could come, later on. I feel like the worst ones is child, because this is gonna be your concept of living now. And it's crazy. Like, some people don't really understand, the drastic majority of people who just, like, we all live in the same society. We all live in the same structure. We all pretty much try to achieve the same things. But no one really takes into account of how, takes into the account of how people, develop. I'm talking about, really take it apart and see the puzzle type ish. Because there's a lot of people they whole fixed puzzle piece got pieces in the wrong spot. Wrong, like, it's breaking, but it's holding. But some things are just not where it's supposed to be. And for a lot of people, like, it's crazy, because it most definitely, like, the reason I can see why I'm coming up with this understanding, because, like, I'm mad empathetic. Like, I can understand things from other people's shoes. So, seeing how, someone's backstory could really affect the development of a single person, causing them to not be able to operate on certain situations or network, because they're just not used to this or operate the same way. Like dudes who be in the jets, if they end up dealing with, single parenting, they can end up developing some crazy ish, or just a completely, I wouldn't say delusional, but some things are just not how it's supposed to be. Like they needed to see things differently at this age, which would have allowed them to, prosper. And like you gotta be lucky as hell to receive that prosper. Like people really be like that concept. Everybody eating, that applies with like your peoples, but as a society, that's not the case. There's good people out there who do help people who don't have it, but like when you think about where we come from, again, in order for us to develop, like we're like thinking about like with small towns, with small groups of people that had to, develop population. Like when it came to like a child's development and stuff like that, every person was kind of like involved in that. Like we was more connected into each other. But now we're like, everyone's more individual, but everyone in some way wants companionship, at least in some type of way. That would be freaking like in some type of way, like pretty much. Yeah, you could paint in their own pictures if you want to. But all this individuality, I mean, it's not a bad thing, because it's 2021. I'm not gonna be able to change anything. These are just my thoughts. Like it's not a bad thing because it can allow difference. Hey man, check my last video. I was talking about difference. But in some way, we still should be more connected with each other. Cause people who had not the best upbringing or understanding, they just gonna grow up and teach the exact same thing to these specific people. But if more people was gathering information from at least more experiences, because you would like the concept of respecting the OGs. It's some old people who are dickheads. Like that dude who called I think it was a Burger King worker the N-word, and then he caught one to the face, and then he ended up losing his life because he ended up doing that. Yeah, that's all you're wilding. You're doing too much. You should have never even been doing that. But the OGs who know what they talking about and really put on some information. Like what was her name? Shahrazad? I don't know. I just butchered her name crazy. But she puts on people information about like she talks about the black community. Because we have a lot of like I could say we have a lot of issues, and it's just crazy to me. Because that's a perfect example of a good OG, because she's trying to teach. Like not a lot of people is trying to teach. Like so many people put the notion that you can find information on your own. Yeah, you can, but sometimes if it's something chill and it's regular, ain't nothing wrong with teaching. But there is some people who feel some type of way. They feel type of stupid, but still, her name is Shahrazad Ali. Yeah, she goated. She putting people on, and she explained things in a way to him. She talks about certain situations that some people may have a certain type of stigma towards it, or maybe put a little bit more aggressiveness into it. She brings up the statement but talks about it in a different way to make things better, but that's just like it's just wild. So many people just have the wrong pieces to their puzzle, man. And then they pieces and getting passed down. And then they puzzle was larger than the last one, but the pieces are even more messed up pieces. Like it's wild. Well, I'm pretty much gonna end the video here, y'all. Hope you enjoyed. Like if you haven't, take care of yourselves, and of course, have yourselves a good one.